folks, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas. Always a treat to be with you at bangthebook.com. And we're talking college football, and we're going to focus on the Big Ten championship game. Always inviting you to follow along on Twitter at bangthebook. Follow me at Brian Blessing. And, of course, listen to the Sports Betting Podcast with our good buddy Adam Burke. Every day he's got you covered. I join Adam each and every Tuesday. All right, let's talk about Ohio State. A number that ranges from 16 up to 17. 16, 16 and a half, 17-point favorite. Total on the game is 56. This Ohio State team is a beast, and we understand why their numbers are so high. But I just keep going back to the point when they were an 18-point favorite against Penn State, and you looked at that number and said, my goodness, I mean, it's an overinflated opinion of Ohio State, or was it a diss on Penn State? And Ohio State stepped on their neck in the early stages of that game. But then the backup quarterback came in. All of a sudden, Penn State found a groove, and Ohio State held them off. But why we're looking at the number here against Wisconsin is simply put, it's a rematch. And the easy thing is to look back to the game that was played on October 26th with Ohio State at home thumping Wisconsin. 38-7 was the final score. But if you go inside that, there really were extenuating circumstances to that game. Wisconsin was looking forward, looking ahead the week before to play that game, and they lost in bizarre fashion at Illinois. And then you suffer that first loss. Teams had that adverse reaction, and they were going on the road. So they were deflated going into Ohio State, and they were a no-show. But since then, Wisconsin has recovered. Now, Minnesota had a real nice season, but they weren't playing anybody, but they got the big win over Penn State. But by the end of the year, here's Wisconsin playing Minnesota, laying 3.5. Well, they stepped on their neck, 38-17, the final score. I think the bottom line is Ohio State's been terrific all year long. Wisconsin was a terrific football team until they hit the letdown spot and then got mauled by Ohio State. Now, neutral field, this is the game. This is the one where we're truly going to find out how Wisconsin stacks up against Ohio State and the weight of expectations on Ohio State. I'm all about taking the points in this spot. This Wisconsin team at this time of the year, obviously, big O-line. They know how to run the football. I think this is more of a backyard brawl. Clearly, Ohio State's the better team. But I don't think that they're a 16.5, 17-point favorite over this Wisconsin team. So in terms of current form, throw the first game out, and the pressure on Ohio State and Wisconsin with nothing to lose here. I mean, everything to gain. I think taking the points with the Badgers is absolutely the way to go in the Big Ten championship game. Always follow along on Twitter at bangthebook. You can follow me at Brian Blessing.